Rob. As soon as you come to this door, you see firearms must be in a case prior to entering. We talked to a guy who was here when that gunshot went off, and he says that he was surprised that the man was still allowed on the range after breaking that rule. That's right, Rob and Tricia. We are inside the church right now, and we're told that the church was having a service when that water came rushing right through this door. We're going to walk outside and show you. These are the steps. That's where the water just came rushing down on this wall. You can see the water line. That's how high it got, nearly half a foot high. And the pastor tells us that he's frustrated that this keeps happening. Well, Rob, I'm on Bakewell Street right now, and as you walk down the sidewalk, you'll see dozens of banners like this one. This movement started on Friday, and already there are more than 40 signs up. Good morning and welcome to Fox 19 Weekend Morning News, and happy Easter to you. It's Sunday, April 1st. I'm Amber Jayanth, and as you step out this morning, you'll notice it's kind of feeling more like fall. Definitely chilly out there. Let's check in with Catherine Bodak to see what you can expect today. And I think now to new information on the fight at City Hall. Several Cincinnati labor unions now say they support a call for a special counsel to investigate city manager Harry Black. Mayor Cranley said on Friday he wants an outside investigation into what he calls inappropriate and abusive behavior by Black. Now, several groups representing 4,000 city workers, including municipal employees and Cincinnati firefighters, say they support that proposal. Cranley says he'll officially put it before City Council next week. Well, a controversy you'll only see on Fox 19. A group of bunnies have become a hot topic of conversation in Covington. They're on display outside a store for Easter, but some aren't happy about them. Maytal Levy explains why. That was Maytal Levy. Now, the owner says that he has lined up people ready to adopt the bunnies once Easter is over. Well, happening today, teachers across Kentucky are getting ready to head to Frankfort to protest a controversial pension plan. Meanwhile, volunteers are holding a lunch drive to help feed students while classes are closed. Sarah Selly is in Florence with more. Sarah? Well, happening now, the Cincinnati Police Department is going beyond the call of duty to improve living conditions in the city. This morning, the department's newest recruit class has joined the Rebuilding Together organization. Our Sarah Selly is live this morning along Highland Avenue with more on the newest officers giving back. And Sarah, already there's a lot of activity going on out there, right? And right now, the Campbell County Sheriff is sending a warning to residents. The Sheriff's Office says that they've received several recent reports that scammers are contacting victims at their jobs. They say the thieves are posing as Campbell County Sheriff's deputies and threatening to arrest victims for an offense unless they are paid immediately. And the scammers even offer to meet the victims at the Sheriff's Office parking lot to pay fines. The Sheriff says that it's all a scam, and if you are contacted, the best policy is to simply hang up.
Right now at 6:30, this man, Jacob Julik, is at the center of a SWAT situation going on in Westwood. He is wanted for attempted murder of an officer, and he's been on the run for weeks. Amber Jayanth has been on the scene since a little bit before 4 o'clock because the SWAT team situation has been going on for a while now. So set the scene for us, Amber.
Right, now we've been out here for about 3.5 hours, Tricia. The last hour and a half, we really haven't seen much movement. We're here on Kavanaugh and McHenry. We're being kept pretty far back, but just right down this hill, that's where you can see the SWAT. They're staged in that area. There's a medic on standby and dozens of officers. And, you know, right now we're told that he's inside a multi-unit building just past the hill. And police are not saying how they got the tip that he was here, but we do know that once he was surrounded by police. We called his mother. We talked to her. She said that he gave her a call saying that he was surrounded and he didn't know what to do. From that point, she had not heard back from him. But as you mentioned, Tricia, he has been on the run since June 6th after police say he shot at a Lakeside police officer. And right now, police, again, they've been out here for 3.5 hours as this standoff continues. Some people who live in the building Julik is in or close by are not able to go back into their homes. So that really adds to the frustration of the situation.
I've been trying to get home for a while now. And since they're right across the street from my house, they told me it's going to be a while. I haven't seen him before, so I don't know what he's doing over there. I am kind of wondering if he knew the people that was over there, if he, you know, just randomly ran in there. I don't know.
And we did ask police if this location has any significance. At this point, they weren't able to give us any information on that, but it's definitely hot out here. So, a lot of people are just, waiting to go back into their homes after a long day. And right now we do know Julich is facing a long list of criminal charges, including attempted murder. And again, throughout all of this, his mother has convinced him. We've spoken to her. She's trying to get him to turn himself in. So she's hoping that this ends peacefully. But again, we will stay out here, continue watching the situation. As we get any updates, we will bring it to you. For now, reporting live in Westwood, Amber Jayanth, Fox 19 Now.
Amber, thank you.
A woman fighting to keep drugs out of her neighborhood says she got a violent warning from one of the drug dealers. You see her injuries there. She was severely beaten last night after she says she told the man to get away from her home. Our Amber Jayanth joins us with more on how she's doing tonight.
Well, tonight that woman is still recovering from serious injuries. And while we were at her apartment earlier today, we also started receiving threats. So we relocated here to the police department, where officers are still trying to locate her attacker.
He was standing there.
Shannon Mays is still in a lot of pain tonight.
I had stitches in my lip. I had to go back today. I got bleeding behind my retinal on my eye.
She was walking to her apartment last night on East McMicken when she says she was viciously attacked by the neighborhood dope dealer after telling him to stop selling drugs outside of her home.
He's like, you know what, as he was walking to me, like, you need to mind your own business.
Then she says he started beating her with a brick in his hand.
He just ran up to me and he hit me, and he just continued on hitting me.
She says people were standing around, but no one jumped in to help her until the man stopped and ran off.
I thought I was dead. Seriously, I thought I was dead.
She says the brutal attack is a form of retaliation. Over the years, she's repeatedly made complaints to police about ongoing drug activity.
They out here constantly, constantly. There's no way you can't see what's going on.
In fact, while our cameras were rolling, we caught what looked like a drug deal in the same spot where Mays was reportedly jumped.
People sit around and they see this stuff going on and no one cares. But me, I care where I live at. They don't live down here. They just come down here to sell their drugs. And it's ridiculous.
Even though Mays says she was beaten nearly unconscious, she's going to continue to speak out whenever she sees people peddling drugs outside of her home. At this point, are you afraid for your life?
Yeah, especially doing this because who knows, other ones might try to get me now. But someone has to start speaking out or nothing is ever going to change.
Now, Mays tells us that she does not know her attacker's name, but she has seen his face several times, and she's hoping that will be enough to have police locate him and arrest him. Reporting live in the West End, Amber Jayanth, Fox 19 Now.
Now a story we brought you first on Fox 19 Now. An OTR woman who was brutally beaten after confronting a drug dealer now knows she's not alone.
Just a short time ago, dozens of activists surrounded her home.
Our Amber Jayanth joins us with more on the message they had for her attacker and other drug dealers in the community.
And that's right, protesters lined these streets chanting that drug dealers are not welcome in this community. They also made a call for police and city leaders to do more. Shannon May's bruises are beginning to fade, but the community support continues to grow stronger. When she walked out of her apartment on McMicken tonight, she was embraced with open arms.
I just want to say thank you to everybody that's coming down and showing me support. I appreciate it very, very, very much.
We sat down with Mays last Wednesday, the day after she was attacked. She says when she told the so-called neighborhood dope supplier to move away from her apartment, he started beating her. While we were there, our cameras caught what looked like a drug deal in the very spot where tonight's rally was held.
Will anybody else stand up to the drug dealers other than Shannon?
Lincoln Ware says he felt compelled to organize an anti-violence rally after watching our story.
When I saw it there, I could not believe somebody would do that to her. And she stood up to the guy, and that's what really motivated me. Hey, we got to go let other people know that, hey, you can stand up to these guys. The community will have your back.
Mays expressed relief after hearing that police arrested Darren Thomas, who will be spending his 30th birthday in jail for felonious assault. Police say Thomas also has a previous felony offense for dealing drugs.
We losing our kids. it's too much going on out here, and the bottom line of it is most of it is about drugs.
During the rally, neighbors and activists called for police to have a stronger presence, patrolling the streets and adding security cameras. Councilman Jeff Pastor also had a message to those pushing drugs on the streets.
So we want to say to the drug dealers, we know that you're desperate, but there is a way. There is a way, but we're not going to tolerate you putting your hands on females because you can't sell your drugs.
I just want where I live to be safe for everyone around here, not just for myself, for everyone.
And Cincinnati police say that Darren Thomas will not be able to bond out of jail tonight because he was wanted for parole violation when he was arrested. Reporting live and over the Rhine, Jayanth, Fox 19 Now.